Alright, and here's a video review for the fourth member so far of the Retro Future Glacial Lord project from FansProject. This is RAZORSPIKE. This is the other leg. Of course, Tail Club was the other. Fourth, fifth. They're up for sale. Unless they've sold out in the last couple of days, they are now available up on the FansProject Core website for pre-order. I'll try to put a link in the video. I might be able to, I don't know if you'll be able to click on it, but I can put the actual link. But the link will be right down there underneath the video in the video description. I'll try to put it right on top so it doesn't get hidden below the cut, but if you need to click on more info, just go ahead and do that. But you can find the link to pre-order that over at fansprojectcore.com. So yeah, it comes in the same, and like I said, normally I don't review packaging, or I do very quickly. This one I do because the packaging itself is part of the appeal of these guys. They're kind of old school G1-esque Scramble City type combiner parts, and they're very much done in that style. And I love like all the packaging. It's nice new packaging. You know, the box is fine, but it's all printed and torn. Like it's supposed to look like it's got a rip that's been taped over down here in the corner. You can kind of see the outline of the tape residue and like some dings and scratches on the box. And you see the tape even kind of wraps around the corner here of the box and over here on the side. There's lots of little scratches and wear printed in to make it look like it's an older retro box. I really love the lengths they've gone to. You can see like there's like a brown sticker, like that kind of Toys R Us old price sticker shape, a little brown spot to look like some residue from that, and like some weird staining. It's just really nice the lengths they've gone to make this feel like it's an old school toy with the art and everything, and I really like that. One of the other things that makes it feel a little old school is that all the figures inside come with the styrofoam insert, which is kind of cool. You get the little baggie with the instructions and the sticker sheet. We'll go ahead and slide those out of here. We'll show those off in just a second. Let's get them out of the bag, and then you get of course the little smaller figure, just like before, on the little card, which again has printing to make it look kind of old and faded and worn, like you've got an older toy here. Even kind of looks sun faded here on the back. Like I said, I have already opened it, so we can just go ahead and get RAZORSPIKE out of here, and they're pretty clear in the packaging, at least in the instructions, that in these instances, the robot is RAZORSPIKE, and then the Woolly Rhino is kind of a Trans-Tector-esque thing. As you can see, it comes with, you start off with RAZORSPIKE and then the Woolly Rhino. The Woolly Rhino is just like his Trans-Tector body. Now again, just like before, you can open his. Unlike Tail Club, who just had the opening in the foot plate or the back plate, RAZORSPIKE actually has a little sliding compartment to open up, and then you can plug the little robot in. You can plug RAZORSPIKE in to have Beast Rider mode, which is they all have a Beast Rider mode where you can have the little guy riding on the animal form, which I really like. I think that's a neat little idea. And then, of course, you can, just like all the others, go ahead and close that up. You can open this up, you fold the guy in half, like that. He's got some stickers to represent the chest detail, and it plugs right into the body like that. And so he can stay in there. It's mostly for robot mode, but he can stay in there through all of the various modes. Through robot mode, animal mode, and a limb mode. You can keep the little guy plugged in there. So yeah. There he is. And then just as a quick size comparison here with RAZORSPIKE, here he is with Tail Club, Fangro, and of course the big guy Tusker. I don't have Mega Zero yet. Mega Zero is, I got to play with him at TFCon, and he's really cool. Mega Zero is a giant elk. And you can kind of see him on the back of the packaging here. You can see his antlers come up on the shoulder. There's the deer head that folds down. Very similar transformation to all the others. They all have the same basic core transformation, even though some of the outside, the smaller details are different between the figures, but the basic core is the same between all of them. So yeah, there's a quick look at all of them, all four of these guys together. The first two, Fangro and Tail Club, and even Tusker, had a couple, have been available at conventions. And these two already went up for pre-order, and I think they're sold out of these two guys, but they're looking into doing a second run of those, so keep an eye on that if you missed out on these two. Tusker, RAZORSPIKE, and Mega Zero should all be up. And like I said, unless they sold out really quickly in like a day, Should still be up for pre-order on FansProject Core. They just went live this past Tuesday, a couple days ago. So yeah, we'll get them out of the way. And focus here on RAZORSPIKE. And he transforms pretty much the same way as, again, very similar to all the other previous guys. And give me a second, I'm plugging something in over here. Basically how that works is you just pop this off again. The foot plate's going to become a shield. Pop his little rhino head off. Oh, one thing to point out too, I removed it before the video when I opened it and played with him earlier today. But when you open his packaging, he does have a rubber band that one of those clear rubber bands that comes back here and then goes up and around up over this piece to hold the rhino head on during shipping. So just be aware of that. Don't just try to yank his head off because it does go up. And while it's pretty sturdy and you shouldn't have an issue, you don't want to risk snapping the smaller peg off by pulling it. It should be pretty obvious. It should be pretty, even if you forget and just kind of start pulling on his head, you should notice very quickly that there's a rubber band there, but just as a forewarning, just so you know, it is present there. But pop the head off, go ahead and you flip that up and flip the nose down. One of the things I like also, he does have the opening mouth here in beast mode, and with the handle peg in his mouth, it kind of looks like he's got a flamethrower, just like the others up in his mouth. Kind of cool. So yeah. That will be his armor breaker weapon according to his instructions, so it makes sense. Flip that back, extend the legs, push in the rhino legs like that, and then bring the arms down, and then you put the armor breaker in one hand, and you can attach the shield over here to the other, and there he is in robot mode. Like I said, pretty simple. But that's the whole point of them. They're designed to be a lot like, Streetwise and Groove and all the aerial bots and Dead End and all them. They're designed to be G1S Scramble City type characters. And here you're going to hear all three of them together so far with Tusker in robot mode. Tusker's a little off screen there. But yeah, just to give you an idea of how the group's coming together. Look. So yeah, they're really, really cool. I really got to say, I'm really happy that FansProject decided to do these things because you don't realize how neat they are. Like when I first saw them, I'm like, okay, that looks neat. And then when the Fangro sample showed up in my box, or in my mailbox, just opening them up and playing with them, like I felt 7 years old again. There was just all sorts of excitement and neatness. And when you find out, like, oh, the Beast Rider mode, like they're like, yes, they're simple, and I get that they're not for everybody, but like I think if you pass on these, you're passing up a lot of fun because these are there's a lot of neat modern aesthetics, modern design choices applied to the old Scramble City aesthetic. That's the word I was like. That's the way I wanted to phrase that. But they're just a lot of fun. I feel, like I said, I feel like I'm a kid again playing with these guys, and that's worth more than anything else. If you've got a FansProject Core account, that's only like $29 for each of these, which, again, a little bit more than you'd pay, than you paid for these size guys back in the day. But in the third-party realm, that's a pretty decent price. They're really neat little figures. And I really just can't emphasize that enough. Like, if you're on the fence, at least pick up one and try it out. Of course, if you only pick up one, you're going to risk missing out on the others. But you really should check at least one of these guys out. Find a friend who has one, who maybe picked one up at a convention, and see if you can check it out because they're really, really cool. And of course, he's still got his limb mode, so we'll go ahead and pop the rhino head off here. Flip his horn back up. Got the foot plate, and again, very simple. You bring his arms down. And you see, like, the sticker sheet comes half applied. Like his chest stickers are already there. Again, to make it look kind of retro, like somebody maybe started to apply the stickers and stopped. They're all applied in such a way that, like, you can see, like, there's one here but not over here, and there it is, right there. They're all applied in such a way that it's easy to figure out where they should go. Like, there's one of the foot details, and then there's a piece back here that's missing. So there's only 3 stickers on this that aren't applied. But I kind of like that idea too. And one of the things I like, if you saw my pictures from TFCon, you saw for a while I got to play with the whole thing. and it was really cool. And these guys, RAZORSPIKE and MegaZero, were more or less final, but they hadn't finalized the stickers yet. And with the stickers on here, I really like the teal accents on the burgundy. Because before it was just this, you didn't have any of the stickers. It was just burgundy and red and gray, and even his chest piece here was just the same burgundy plastic as his body. Same down here, it was all the same color, and the silver and the burgundy really looks nice on him. So another kudos to the team, because I really like those accent colors. I can't wait to see what they put on MegaZero. Yeah, just fold them up like that. Flip this whole thing around. This will become the connector point, and that does give him, as before, he still has just like all the others, he has the knee joint there. And then put the rhino head on, rotate it down. This one you kind of want to rotate down a little bit so there's room for the leg to plug in. But just like that, there's his limb mode. And then we can plug it right in to the leg. And there you get a good idea of an almost finished Glacial Lord. MegaZero obviously forms. In standard configuration, forms the right arm, according to the pictures on the box. They are all Scramble City. You can swap them around. I've had Fangro as a leg down here for a while, just so he could stand on the shelf while I wait for the other ones. So yeah, they are all Scramble City. You can swap them around. Like I said, if you wanted to, you could turn. Plugging him in is going to make him, but you could take the other fist here out of Glacial Lord's, the fist store up here in the guns. You could, if you wanted to, take the other fist out of here, unpeg this, bring this around so the peg came out to the back, fold his rhino head up and down, however, position the rhino head however you want, extend this down, plug the fist in here on the arm, and you could, if you wanted, have MegaZero here or RAZORSPIKE here as an arm. So yeah, you can arrange them however you want. The standard configuration has them as a leg, but again, they are all Scramble City, so wherever you want to stick them is fine. Nobody's going to come to your house and say, no, that's not how you do it. Some guys on the internet might. Some guys on the internet will. Let's just get that out in the open. But it's really up to you, however you want to configure him. See, that's why you want to bring that head forward a little bit. If you put it too back, it'll pop off. But if you bring the neck piece out just a little bit, come on. It also helps if you don't push it all the way in. Come on. So yeah, really nice set of figures. I'm really happy with how his set looks all combined. I can't wait for MegaZero, because that's really going to put this thing. Again, FansProject Core exclusive. They should be available now, unless the demand was just super great and they sold out really fast. But the first wave lasted for a few weeks, so you should be okay. But go there, check them out. Definitely look into the FansProject, into the Glacial Lords if you're interested at all in the old Scramble City combiners, because he looks great. Honestly, like, I stuck these limbs onto Scattershot, because they have complementary colors to Computron, like the same kind of maroon and burgundy and orange and stuff. They look like Scattershot looks better with these guys, I think, than with the other Technobots. So yeah, like you can hook them into any of your previous. That's the thing. Even if you only check out one just to check it out and say, I'm curious about this thing. Let me get one and check it out. If you like it, you can stick it on your old G1 guys. They fit on them. All the pegs are compatible with the old G1 Scramble City combiners. So, lots of things to like here. Again, they are in today's modern world, they are very retro. So if you're not into that, then maybe they're not for you. But they're a lot of fun, all things considered. I really like them. I think this may be one of my favorite projects to come out this year. But there you go. There is FansProject Glacial Lord RAZORSPIKE.